Doki Doki Salvation Remake is a mod for DDoC that's not affiliated in any way with Team Salvato. It's designed to play only after the official game. It's a remake of the 2018 mod, Isolation. It's not necessary to play the original mod to enjoy this one to its fullest. Game files for DLC. Oh. That's cool. Oh. What? That's actually really cool. I think this happened in the original one as well. What? What? Oh. What? Oh! Oh! What the hell? Oh. Oh my god. Okay, that was part of the game. I thought I was screwed for a second. Hello everyone, my name is Robin and welcome to Doki Doki Salvation Remake. So, I know I'm a little bit late to the party, but I think it's time I finally played this mod that I'm pretty sure is appreciated by a lot of people, especially since it's, well, a remake from the original mod, Doki Doki Salvation. Now, I have played Doki Doki Salvation, the original one. I don't remember too much, so I guess it'll be interesting to play this mod and see how much I remember when something pops up. So yeah, so let's get started. Everything would be easier if I just deleted her. She's the one who's making this so difficult. Wait, oh crap. What's this? Can't delete her? Why isn't it working? Wait, she can't die? I'm just gonna screw up everything. Oh god, I overdid this. Thought I had full control over the code. I really messed up. Help me. If I remember in Salvation, I don't know if I'm remembering right about Salvation of Monica's evil status, and she may or may not have been reformed, I guess. Whatever. Jerkin rise up from bed suddenly. The hell? Shake my head and rub my eyes as I reach for my phone on the nightstand. It's around 2 in the morning, so I didn't get a good night's sleep. Rub my eyes and take a look out my bedroom window. To my surprise, Sari's bedroom lights seem to be on, which confuses me. Maybe she just forgot to turn off the lights before she went to bed. Seems like something she'd do. Oh wait, what if she's up thinking about what I told her yesterday? Guess it makes sense. She literally told me about her depression. Probably something she wouldn't joke about. Maybe I should check up on her, or is that too weird? Call her up first. Maybe I'm just overthinking this thing. Pick up my phone and unlock it, not before lowering the brightness so it doesn't absolutely destroy my eyeballs. Click on Sari's contact and hit call. I like the phone animation. Well, the timer going on. Huh? Shit to voicemail. Her phone's off. Well, I guess she turns her phone off before bed. Should probably do that too. Sherry's words are now racing all over my mind. One thing is to be able to sleep like this. But I have to be in the best shape for the festival. Did promise I'd spend it with her after all. Though, now that I think about it, I should have offered to do that in the first place. Screw it, better go check up on her. Wait, wouldn't that make her feel bad? Considering that she mentioned just how it bothers her when people worry. But we're dating now, aren't we? Wasting time. Put on some shoes and get ready to head outside. Sure enough, down the road, Sari's lights are still on. Can't really see anything moving through her window, though, so I'm still in the dark here. I start thinking back to what I told her yesterday, how I said I'd be there for her and all that. And, well, that I also loved her. I mean, I do love her, don't I? We're dating, right? Being honest with myself, I'm still not too sure about my feelings for her. I don't want her to think I feel this way just because she's depressed, or that I just lied to make her feel better. But am I lying to myself about my own feelings because she's depressed? I don't know anymore. Reached Sari's front porch and let myself in, but not before knocking a few times on her front door. Parents are almost never around, but they help Sari pay rent, so I guess it still works out. Still, you'd think parents of a girl with depression would stop by a little more often. It's not really my place to judge. Slowly open the door and poke my head into her living room. At this point, it's impossible to not feel awkward. Should I call out or something? I mean, I'm not trying to scare her either. Sayori, it's Robin. I saw your lights on and, well, I wanted to see how you were doing. No response. Starting to feel quite anxious now. But I also can't help but feel like I'm really overstepping my boundaries here. Isn't this a breach of pride? Oh, my goodness. Suddenly hear a loud bang from upstairs. Sorry, you alright? Quickly rush upstairs without thinking. We grab the doorknob and she's suspended in the air, her neck being crushed by the rope from her own weight. Ooh, her once cheerful voice is now reduced to weak gargles. Sayori! Oh, what? Oh wait, I think you can see the rope in the back. Salvation Remake. Okay, that's really cool. I like that opening. Written and coded by Giz. Poor guy. Thanks. Salvation Tracks by Jan Hare. Okay. Original Salvation concept by... yeah. I wonder why the pictures are a bit low res. Look, it's that black scientist. Act 1, Savior. Came for me? Why? Yeah, I really like that opening. Yeah, I don't think this was in the original, from what I remember. Well, especially this, because I played this before Plus came out. That BG in particular. Okay, everyone, Literature Club starting. I'll have a seat and uh-oh. Fall to my knees in pain. Huh? That's strange. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, everyone, the Literature Club. Oh God, fall to my knees again. Much harder this time. What's going on? I really look around. The atmosphere of the room has changed. The thing that I just worried about is gone, and is replaced with something greater. Oh, jeez. I'm thrown to the floor by some otherworldly force, and my vision goes entirely black. Oh? With pinkish red hair appears in front of me, staring at me blankly. Never seen this girl in my life. No, I haven't. I'm somehow aware of her presence. She's always been here. In fact, there are 2 others. No, 3. How's that possible? Please stand up and regain my bearings. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I never do this. Oh my. My world crumbles around me once again for a split second. It's just snappy. What's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost. Nothing's wrong. This is not out of embarrassment or anything like how I was feeling before. It's pure and utter fear. Fear what will happen next if I keep this conversation going. This isn't normal. I have to find out why. This is the Literature Club. It's so great to have you. It all began there. My epiphany became painfully clear to me. Oops. Everything happens for a reason, right? But it wasn't always like this. No, I never wanted to believe it. Despite everything coming apart around me, I never wanted to believe that my friends were all fake. Sarah and the others were the only light I had. But even that had to fade away eventually. And I'm here now. This is the decision I've made. This isn't how things were supposed to go, but I'll play along. My legs have been bouncing up and down fiercely as I wait for the doctors to let me see Sayori. It's just, it all happened so fast. From the moment I lifted her up and removed the noose to the ambulance taking her away. It's been a few hours now and still no sign of any doctors coming to tell me what I really want to hear. She's going to be okay. placing my face into my hands. Don't know if she's going to be okay. How could this happen? Did I let this happen? Is all of this my fault? I should have been there for her. I should have been the friend she needed. It was so dense. I never realized that the girl I knew from my childhood wasn't the same anymore. I realize now more than ever how terrible of a friend I've been to her. Caught her out on her insecurity in front of all her friends, straight up insulted her. Hell, I think I even ignored her for Natsuki at one point. How could I take her for granted for so long? She's been my friend since we were kids. After hanging out with her. Hanging out with her again after so much time has passed, I realized that I do feel something for her. It's too late for that. Hey, Robin, you doing alright? What? Oh, look, it's Monica. Who would have guessed? I look up to see a familiar face, the president of the literature club. I'm okay. Sayori, I know, I understand. Did she really nod my head? I see. I'm so sorry, Robin. I really should have warned you sooner. Warned me? You saying you knew this was gonna happen? No, not like that at all, but I feel like I should have just... Monica sighs and looks down at the floor. Can I sit down next to you? Shaking my head and move aside on the couch as I was sitting on. Notice myself shivering quite a bit, probably due to all these nerves running through me right now. Oh, I guess Monica, noticing, quickly rummages through her bag for a blanket of some sort. Robin, you must be freezing. You're still in your PJs. Yeah, well, I didn't exactly have time to change it to anything more proper. Don't reject your blanket offer, though. It gets a little chilly in here. You seem pretty dressed up, though. Well, you see, the truth is, Sarah and I did talk before all of this happened. She really did insist on staying at home that day. We were supposed to work together. But the way she was typing, the way she worded her sentence, it just didn't seem like her. And I let myself get further and further away from her as I got older. You're not blaming yourself for all this, are you? I don't know anymore. That's the cold hard truth. I told her I loved her, thinking it'd help. It didn't. I let myself drift apart from her, harming our friendship. I wasn't able to tell how she was feeling. Did she try asking me for help and I was just too stupid to notice? Maybe I've been able to read her better, yet it drifted apart. I clenched my fist and slammed them on my knees. Why her? Why does this have to happen to her? My vision starts to blur as tears begin to seep out and fall into my arms. Monica stays quiet and my quiet sobs start to mix in with the sound of the hospital. Some time passes after Monica joined me in the waiting room. No sign of any doctors or nurses to tell me when I can see her. Guess I'm not too familiar with the process on stopping someone from committing suicide, nor the procedures that have to take place to try and fix whatever she damaged. Her distressed face keeps flashing in my mind every time I close my eyes. With my phone out of my pocket to check the time. 6 in the morning. I'd probably be getting ready for school around this time. Hey, Monica, could you call the school and let them know I'm going to be absent today? She shakes her head. No need to worry, Robin. I've already sent emails to my teachers and explained an emergency came up. Plus, I'm sure the hospital already notified the school of the situation. I'm sure your teachers will understand. I slowly nod my head and look back and down at my hands. Suddenly a doctor comes from a nearby room looking quite tired. He nods and motions for me to come towards him. Monica, can you come with me? I don't know if I can handle what I'm about to see myself. Of course, I planned on it. I had the blanket back to Monica and get up from the couch. I walk swiftly up to the doctor and start pestering them with questions. Okay, how is she? Is she in pain? How long until the doctor, to my surprise, chuckles and pats my shoulder. Damn, she's alright, son. You actually saved her life. Saved her life? What? Yeah, I had to intubate her for a few short moments. If she had been any later, I think she would have been in much worse condition. I saved her? What is it about those words that feel so hard to believe? Though she did get pretty bruised up from the rope. A few of her veins were ruptured, but luckily no arteries were damaged. Put it simply, she'll be okay. We've noticed her parents and contacted her school. We're gonna keep her for a few days. She's in a medically induced coma at the moment, but if you'd like to see her, you can go ahead. Doctors will open a large door to reveal a somewhat large hospital room. Slowly step inside, not before taking a deep breath and preparing myself for what I'm about to see. Monica follows shortly behind. I quickly walk in and step dead in my tracks. She seems to be sleeping soundly, but I know it's just the meds keeping her under. Her neck is bandaged up and I assume her fingers aren't much different. Oh god, Sayori. There's the infamous CG. We walk up to the bed and gently place my hand over hers. The doctor's words bring back to me. You saved her life. Still don't feel like I did. I feel like all I did was just made it way worse. Suicide. That word has never felt this heavy before. I mean, sure, it's a depressing subject, but it carries a much... Sorry, I got distracted by the music in the background. It's playing the Sayonara in violin, I think? It carries a much heavier meaning when you catch your best friend hanging herself. All my worries would ease after I saw her, but now they're growing. What's gonna happen when she wakes up? What's she gonna say? What's she gonna think when she realizes I'm the one who stopped this from happening? Is she gonna hate me? Or towards Monica, who seems lost in thought as she stares at Sayori. My vision begins to blur and tears start to fall on top of Sayori's hand. You know what? As much as this straight up sucks, she's alive. My best friend's still alive. The heart monitor in the background is proof of that. Through my blurred vision, I reach over and brush away strands of Sayori's hair so it doesn't block her face. Everything will be okay. I'm here for you. Some time has passed. Guess I must have dozed off in the chair not too far from Sayori's bed. Slowly rub my eyes, and to my surprise, I see a familiar face in front of me. Sayori or Monica? Oh, it's Sayori's mom, sitting in the chair next to Sayori. She looks incredibly distressed and upset. Not that it's any surprise. I only met with her a few times, mostly when I was younger. When Sayori turned 18, her parents began working harder and longer shifts, with her dad moving overseas. They don't really stop by too often these days, but I guess they figured Sayori would take care of herself. It's baffling to me because surely they knew about her depression, right? Unless Sayori kept this from them as well. She notices I'm awake and gives me a sad smile. Give her a light smile back. We don't really say much to each other though. Nothing either of us can say that would really make this situation feel any different. Pull out my phone and check the time. Most of the morning has gone by already and I'm starting to feel quite hungry. How have you been, Robin? Slightly jump after hearing her speak. She isn't looking at me, but I notice tears rolling down her cheeks. Okay. Good. That's wonderful. Her voice cracks. It's almost as if she's trying to keep herself together by asking me the question. Knowing as Monica was also nowhere to be seen, I assume she must have headed back to school without telling. Sayori's mother checks her watch and looks rather surprised. Forgive me, Rob, but can I ask a huge favor from you? Of course, anything. I've really got to get going. My job doesn't exactly give me much free time. Can't be away for too long. Much as I'd love to stay here and watch her, I can't afford to lose this job. I'd be able to afford the hospital bills if I did. But her dad's on the way, so you don't have to burden yourself by staying here. She started over her words. It's okay, man. Promise I'll take good care of her, and there's no trouble. She begins to try a bit harder this time, but she manages to say thank you before bowing and walking out the room. Guess I know a little more about why her parents are gone most of the time, working hard to support their daughter. I wonder if Sayori ever felt burdened by that. Get up from the chair, I stepped in and walked over to Sayori's bedside. Hey Sayori, just wanted to talk, I guess. Not that you can really hear me. I want to apologize for everything. It's my fault you're in this situation. If only I had come to you sooner. No, if I had stayed by your side. If only I kept that promise I made to you all those years ago. You know, the same day I helped you win that big stuffed cow you wanted so badly. I'd always be your bestest friend. I'm sure I'm a horrible best friend for letting things happen this way. Feel a tear roll down by my cheek. I'm just glad you're still alive, Sayori. I don't know what I'd do with myself if I lost you. I softly placed my hand over her bandaged one. But I promise, I'll always be here for you, through thick and thin, but because that's what friends do. Then I lifted her hand up and out the blanket and kissed it softly. And I placed her hand back underneath the blanket. I feel a bit embarrassed, but I don't care anymore. Even after all this, I still think I'm in love with Sayori. I always have been. But I don't even know the real you. I nearly jumped after hearing a light knock on the door. Ah, still here. Someone's looking for you. I thought you had already left with your friend from earlier. I shook my head. I'll have to ask you to leave the room because we need to perform a few checkups on Miss Sayori here. Oh, sure, sorry. Who was looking for me? Smiled as he guided me out the room. Right, I believe they're a friend of Sayori's. They wanted to invite you to lunch. Wonder who it might be. Monica, maybe? She's in the waiting room. She should be finished within the hour. Thanks, doctor. I got out the room and the door closes slowly behind me. I sigh and rub my eyes to hide any tears that may be left behind. Hallway of the hospital are a lot more lively than before, with doctors and nurses walking back and forth, tending to many other patients. Walked back down to the waiting room and I'm surprised to be greeted with, "Hey, it's Natsuki. Robin, surprised to see me here?" Yeah, actually. How'd you... Well, Monica told us about it and canceled the festival as well. I see. What about Yuri? Not sure how I feel about Monica just going and telling Natsuki and Yuri about all this. Sayori barely wanted to tell me about her depression. Can't imagine how she'd feel about the whole club knowing about it. Listen, I'm pretty hungry and well, do you want to grab a bite to eat at the cafeteria? I only nod in response. Natsuki and I grabbed 2 sandwiches at the cafeteria before heading back to the waiting room. It was extremely crowded. Natsuki didn't seem keen on sitting in there, so we decided on the waiting room. Hey, aren't you gonna head back to school? Kidding? I just skipped the whole day too? That's if. Besides, why would I want to go back to school after happened to Sayori? I wouldn't really be able to focus. Really? You guys close or something? Well, I wouldn't call it close, but she wasn't my friend. I would think that'd be obvious to you, but guess I was wrong to assume that about you. We continued eating in silence. There isn't really much to talk about anyway. Noticed she She finished eating a lot faster than I did, as she was starving or something. Ah, that was a good sandwich. What? Really? You think so? It's pretty bland to me. Yeah, well, you wouldn't know good food even if it hit you in the face. Right, forgot who I'm talking to. Shook my shoulders and continued eating. I'll admit, this is a little bit of a nice distraction from all of this, but now my mind has shifted back to Siri in her current state. Wonder if she's awake yet. Around 30 minutes go by and the doctor finally appears from Siri's room from down the hallway. Flashes me a thumbs up and gestures that it's okay for me to go back. Come on, Natsuki, let's go see Sayori. Oh, ready? Okay. Slowly walking in, Natsuki follows shortly after. I hear a light gasp escape her before she looks away. You gonna be alright? Yeah, it's just... Natsuki tries very hard to hide the emotions in her voice, but fails. It's really weird seeing her like that. All those tubes in her body. It's also my fault? Of course not. Don't blame yourself for this. Nobody knew this could have happened. Natsuki quickly wipes away her tears and takes a deep breath. Okay. I'm sure she'd hate to see me crying like this anyway. Look, just don't tell anybody you saw me like this, okay? I wouldn't even think of it. Following Natsuki as she slowly walks up to Sayori, she sniffles lightly and rubs her hands before speaking. Sayori, it's me. Natsuki? Gosh, it's so weird, isn't it? Can you even hear what I'm saying right now? I feel like an idiot. But, I just wanted to say that I really appreciate having you as a friend and I'm really glad you're okay. I was kind of mean to you at first, but I just didn't really get to know you all that well. That's all. If I'm being honest with you, you really brought a lot to the club. Can't imagine anybody else as its vice president. So you better get better fast. I don't think I'd ever forgive you if you left me alone with Rob. I honestly wasn't expecting that from you. What? You think I don't have a heart or something? Well, no, I guess I don't really know what I expected. Let me ask you something, Robin. Just last week, if I had to guess, you were trying to hit on me, weren't you? Oh no. Regardless of what happened, the hard truth is that I did try to go for her. I mean, one look at my poems would tell you that. How else would I bother writing about puppies, skins, and all? I didn't really expect you to be so forward with me, first of all. I figured I'd ask you now. I don't think there's really a right time to ask anyway. I see. Well, I guess if we're all being honest here. Yeah, I did. You knew it. You knew? The whole time? Come on, it's so obvious as heck. I mean, I do appreciate you taking my side and liking my writing, but I always knew Sayori was your kind of girl. Plus, after really thinking it over, I should really try and improve my writing a bit more. Don't mean going all cryptic and weird like Yuri, though. But over the weekend, I realized I can probably get a little more creative with my word choices. That's great to hear. Honestly, I'm just glad things don't have to be awkward or anything. She's special to me. Don't really think I showed it all that much, but deep down, she's still one of my closest friends, you know? Yeah, I understand. Don't really have anybody I can call a close friend, but I can handle you by myself too. I'm learning to be independent, and that's a very important skill. Chuckle to myself. Now that's the Natsuki I know. Hear her phone go off, seemingly coming from her. She takes it out. She seems slightly annoyed. Anything wrong? Not really. Friends are just asking me where I'm at. Lunchtime at school, after all. Didn't exactly want to mention why I'd be skipping out today. I understand. Natsuki quickly types a message and puts her phone away. She sighs and looks back at Sayori, looking very lost in thought. I feel a bit guilty now. Not sure if this situation really called for Natsuki and I have a casual conversation like that. Regardless, we don't say anything to each other anymore. It's better that way. It's already around the time school's over. Spent most of the day here in this room, watching over my friend who hasn't moved an inch since I got here. I'm extremely exhausted. Sleep I got earlier wasn't nearly enough to get me back up to speed. I miss my bed. Yeah, I can't imagine leaving Sayori by herself. It just feels wrong. I don't trust the doctors or nurses that work here. Just feel like I should be here with her as well. I nearly jump after hearing a light knock on the door. Nurse walks in and surprisingly Monica follows shortly after. Hey Robin, I honestly didn't expect you to spend the whole day here. Shrug my shoulders. I'm not leaving Sayori's side until I'm kicked out of here. Actually, that looks like it's gonna happen soon. Visiting hours are almost over. Well, I remember hearing that at least one person could stay with the patient if necessary. Talk to Sayori's mother and her dad will be staying overnight with her. Know her mom? Yeah, it's required that I know all the girls' parents, club president stuff, you know? Huh. That's new. Nobody ever told me about that. So you know my mom too? Well, yeah, but I never had any reason to contact her, I guess. It's for emergency reasons. Right. So what are you doing back here? Is there anything wrong with that? Gosh, so many questions. Right, sorry. How would I walk you home? I'm sure you'd hate to be alone during all this. Nah, I'm okay. I'd actually rather go alone right now. I mean, be alone right now. It's a lot to take in. You understand, right? Yeah, I understand. I'll stay here for a few more minutes then. Really get your rest though. I'm sure Sayori wouldn't like for you to suffer her for her sake. Once again, I shrug my shoulders in response. She gives me a friendly smile as I head out the door. For some reason, I feel like I should be suffering from it right now. Like I deserve it for letting Sayori drift away from me. But there's some truth to Monica's words, I think. She'd probably tell me to get some rest as well. I try to take the long way through the city, as if I'm biding my time for something, though I'm not quite sure what. I place my hands in my pocket and just look down the sidewalk. I mean, what a day. Even in my own thoughts, I don't know what to think to myself. It just hurt so much to think about how much pain Sayori was in. I had no idea. I just feel like I could have done more. I know I could have done more. So Ow, what the? Please look up to see. Oh. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. Yuri, what are you doing here? Robin? Oh, Robin, I'm sorry. I'm so clumsy, I didn't see you. Oh, no, that was entirely my fault. I'll help you with your books. So obvious Yuri doesn't want me to get her books for her, so I quickly picked them up all before she had any objections. So, what you doing out here? Well, I heard the news about Sayori. I just want to go see her. I was just there, visiting the other ending in a bit, I believe. That's what Monica told me anyway. Really? I'm always messing things up, aren't I? No, it's okay. It's fine, really. I'm sure Sayori wouldn't mind at all. Yuri stays quiet and sniffles. I guess I'll just head home then. I'll visit her tomorrow. I'll probably be there too. The whole date. Natsuki also skipped her second half of classes to come see her. Natsuki as well? So, am I the only one who didn't visit? Trust me, it's okay. I'm almost positive she'd understand. He'd probably say stuff about how school's more important or something. Thinking about it, I don't even think Yuri liked me all that much back in the club. We never talked to each other much after the first few days. Was it because I never took her writing advice? Or that I just sided with Natsuki all the time? Yuri? I want to apologize for not really taking any of your advice last week about writing. I don't want you to think I didn't appreciate it or anything. It's just, I don't really know what came over me. I mean, joining a club surrounded by all these girls I've never met before, it's all pretty overwhelming. You know what I mean, right? You don't need to explain yourself, Robin. I completely understand. If we're both being honest with each other, I'd be lying to myself if I said it didn't bother me, though. I guess I saw it was another chance to find someone who appreciates me for who I am and isn't afraid of me, and that I started saying too much. I'm sorry. It's okay, Yuri. Again, that's why I apologize. Didn't mean to make you feel that way or anything. Yuri stays silent, fidgeting with her hair. An awkward silence now sweeps over us. I should get going. Will I see you at the hospital tomorrow? Yeah, I think so. I should be able to afford missing class then, so I'll be there all day. Great. We get to know each other a little then. Sound good? Yeah, I like that. I'll see you, Robin. Turn around and start heading back towards my house. Don't exactly know if that would be considered a success in making a friendship or not. Oh, I just realized the clouds are moving in the back. That's nice. Like I said to her earlier, Yuri and I didn't exactly get to know each other well in the club. Didn't I get my poem ignored on one time? That was pretty hard to yawn and rub my eyes. We should get some proper sleep. I'm so tired I completely forgot I'm still in my PJs from last night. Well, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be up all night thinking about Sayori. As I reach my neighborhood, I catch a glimpse of Sayori's house, just a little short ways from mine. Today would have been very different if Monica didn't wake me up last night. I guess I never got to thank her probably for that. I think back to the day Sayori confessed to me about her depression. Didn't understand her at all. Didn't understand how she was feeling, but I really wanted to help her. Really did. I could tell her that. I wish I could tell her that. I wish I could just hold her and tell her that I really wanted to make things better. And Monica, she told Sayori that Natsuki was coming over, right? Monica knew how Sayori was feeling. Why'd she bother mentioning that? I shake my head. Probably just a coincidence. Not like I expected Monica to know exactly how Sayori was feeling at any moment either. Take one last look at Sayori's house before heading inside my own. I'll see you tomorrow, Sayori. I actually think I'm gonna end it here. So that was a good opening right there. So yeah, that has been Doki Doki Salvation Remake for now. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next episode.